Welcome to Ghana's famous Shai Hills Reserve. Situated not too far from Accra, this place is a must visit when in Ghana. In this video, we explore the wildlife, the historic caves, and the interesting history of the Shai people. So, by now, you're probably familiar with how our travel days go. We left home with ample amount of time and even stopped on the way for a takeaway. But after being stuck in traffic for 3 hours, we finally reached the reserve after 6 p.m. and it was another half an hour drive through the forest to our tent for the night. Good morning, guys, and welcome to another vlog. So I have just woken up in probably the most beautiful place I've ever woken up before, in the wilderness jungle of Ghana. So we slept here last night. This is a tent behind me. Slept last night. We got here pretty late last night. So this has been the story of our life since we've been to Ghana, traveling to all these resorts and locations. We always tend to leave a little bit late, meaning that we get there just after the sun has actually set, and then we have actually no time for anything else. So we got here about 6 p.m. last night, and my goodness, something's moving, oh shit. It was a lizard. I got scared by a lizard. Okay, all right, let's start again. That was a lizard. Okay, there's a pathway. Let me jump on the pathway, because this is not safe being on the grass. As I was saying, we got here after 6 p.m. last night when the sun had completely set. So the drive up here, we're staying at a place called Shai Hills Reserve. It's as you can see, is literally a tent in the middle of nowhere in the jungle of Ghana. We got here around 6:30 last night, and it was another half an hour or so drive through the jungle, following a ranger on a motorbike to this place. So one thing about this place is that you have to come with your own car, because once you enter the reserve, you actually have to drive your own car to where you be staying, and that's another half an hour drive up a hill. Very, very intense drive. Morning, sir. Morning. Very, very intense drive, but we made it. So once we got here, we literally went straight to bed, and it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I have just woken up. I'm gonna try and take a stroll down to where we parked the car yesterday, just to give you an idea of where we are staying. So the plan is really simple today. We have a tour of this reserve. We're gonna be climbing a hill and seeing beautiful views of Accra, as if you can't see Accra already from our tent. They've also promised us that we will see a few animals, probably some different species of birds, antelopes, you know, the usual in Ghana. Ghana's wildlife is pretty limited. If you want to see elephants, you have to go up in the north, and then down in the south is literally just birds and antelope and, you know, those kind of things. But just to give you an idea where we are, we're in the middle of nowhere in Ghana. I think it's time to get the drone up and show you guys where we are. So guys, a wild unit has been spotted over there. Yes, baby. Hello.
Yeah, so they turn on the electricity from 6 to 8 a.m.
So we've got
about an hour and a half to go. Yeah. So we better do that before we head out today. Yeah, let's do that, babe. We are in our lovely tent, and I absolutely love this tent. It's quite big. We've got this massive chandelier here. I think it's made out of the wood. I thought it was like, what you call it, animal bones or something, but it's actually like made out of wood. Yeah, teeth. But there's 3 of them. I think that's what it's meant to mimic, shape of animal teeth. So there's 3 of them. There's one here, and one in the bathroom. But we'll start off with where our bedroom is. We've got this nice, lovely bed. I think the only thing that's missing on this bed is a mosquito net. But it was fine. We slept quite well. We had mosquito spray, so we didn't have any problems. The mattress is very, very comfortable. Of course, ash foam as usual. We've got this nice fabric here, African print, which basically reminds you that you are in Africa, in the middle of the forest. Yeah, the wilderness. And of course, we've got the side lamps next to the bed. We've also got a fridge here, which we couldn't get to work yesterday. I don't know what the issue is, but we couldn't get it to work, so we just left it. We've got some drinks that we couldn't actually put in the fridge. Over here, we've got the sofas. And you've also got a carpet right in the middle. This is almost like your living area, your living room area, and it's quite nice. We haven't used it yet, but I guess when we're having breakfast, we might sit here and eat, probably outside or in here, and eat and relax. But this is really nice and cool, especially if you know, you just want to be away from the bed. You have another area to come to. I think that's one of the cool things about this tent. Oh, and it offers this desk here. You can work here if you want to. You can also, I don't know, make a few phone calls, sit and think. There's also a nice view from out here. I don't know if it's visible from this camera. And of course, there's a few games here. Actually, we've got this, which is called I don't actually know. This is Owari. I don't actually know the English name. I don't think there is one. But I'm pretty sure this is played all over Africa. So every African country will have different names for it. But we played this yesterday, and we also played Ludo, which is over there. You've got your aircon, which was really good for last night. Kept us nice and cool in here. And you've also got your fan, which is quite loud. I think the fan's quite loud. We've got this nice area here, which has got your amenities. It's got your tea area, your mugs, kettle, hot water, and of course ice chest if you wanted to put some ice in it, and a few plates. This is the wardrobe. We've just kept our few things in there. Oh look, you also get a robe, and we've kept our stuff in here, keeping the mess away from this place. So we've got these lovely curtains which separates the the bedroom from the bathroom. So let's just close it. Open it. Oh, did you want to do that? Right, coming in. So we've got the toilets on the right. Don't show it too much. The beauty here is, as you're you know, doing your thing here on the toilet, you also have an amazing view on your right hand side, which is more of a hill. I think this is the best view here. And then on the left, we've got the sink where you brush your teeth and so on, with a nice mirror.
Got his.
Yeah, his and hers. And they've got a mirror. You've got this nice bath here. This bath is really nice and gigantic. I love it. I think this is the best feature in this bathroom. And of course, whilst you're having a nice bath, you have an amazing view as well of the outside. You've got a washing soap. I don't know what you use that for. Probably wash your hands with. And they've got towels, some more soap, and I think that's about it with toiletries. Of course, some more of this. This actually creates such a lovely atmosphere in the whole tent, and I love it. It's quite nice and bright at night time. There's lights everywhere. So let's go outside and show you the view from outside. So we are now outside the tent. This is the entrance to the tent. As you can see, you come out right here and stand right here with a nice lovely view of the hills. And we've got some sofas here where you can sit outside and relax and of course enjoy the view, or eat breakfast if you want to. We've got a few benches down here as well where you can have a nice barbecue and sit and eat. Let's just take them round of the view. We have another tent over here. I think there's no one staying there at the moment, but I would love to see what that looks like.
Just us,
Yeah, it's just us for now. But you can even see the toilet from here as you walk around. Is this the solar panel? I don't think so. I don't see it in there. But it is something. It's probably works that, I don't know if you can hear a sound, but it's the generator. So it's powered by a generator, which is quite a shame. I would have liked it to be powered by solar panel, but I know not everyone can afford that. I know solar panels are quite expensive, much more expensive than generators. It's easier to run a gen than it is solar. So as we walk around, see there's rocks everywhere. If you're brave, you can climb on them and get closer to the view if you want to. And you can even see the town from here. I can see, I believe that's Tema from here. And if you look further down, you can actually see Accra. I don't know if you guys know this, but Accra is not flat land. It's like quite hilly and valleys and all type of things. So that's what that is over there. You could see it's not flat. It's just a bunch of hills, up and down, up and down. And then of course, walking right back to the front, we've got this lovely welcome here. It actually says welcome on the rock. Got a lovely welcome here, which is welcome with a K. That is broken English, basically telling you welcome home to nature. But this place is very lovely and serene and very relaxing, which is always the sort of theme we go for whenever we travel. Oh, just to mention, there's also like lights all over the tent. So at night time it's very lit, so you have no worries. You can, the view at night time is so serene. Like you can see as far as possible further down, I believe, which is Akosombo. You can see the lights that's beaming through, and on the right hand side you can see Tema and Accra, all the lights that's beaming through. So this place actually cost about 700 cedis, actually 700 cedis on the dot, for this massive luxury tent to ourselves. That's equivalent to £88. So that is really under £100 or under $100, and that is very affordable for the average person. It's not overly priced, but I feel like the pricing is just right. So that's what comes with your 700 cedis. Breakfast, beautiful tent, beautiful view, and a tour to see some animals and some amazing rocks and landscapes and also views. So that is it.
So after our quick room/tent tour, we went back to sleep and waited for our breakfast to arrive, which was due at 8 a.m. Alright guys, so breakfast has been served. It's just pretty basic, but yeah, it's not bad for where we are and for what they can come up with. So it's just, you get toast, piece of sausage and fried egg, and they also give you water, tea and Milo to make your own hot or cold drink. Tell me to come out of here, I'm gonna be soaked in this shirt.
Shai is C, but the British had trouble pronouncing it.
Oh, is it? So they make it S?
So they named it Shai. So basically, one clan lives on each rock from the Krobo tribe. It's a very thick forest during the raining season. It's meant to be raining season now, but we haven't really had much rain, so you don't really see the greenery. Like, it turns very forestry. You can see from the pictures, this wasn't our view when we were looking out there. So it just basically says that, you know, in the 100 BC years ago, the enemies struggled to find the people who lived on the rock. That was like their defense mechanism, and you know, they were able to maintain their lifestyle until they were forced out of this area by the British Army. So I can't actually believe that the British made their way all the way here. There's like loads of places in Ghana that they could have gone to. I would say they pretty much dominated the whole country.
Yeah.
For them to come here and know that something like Shai Hills exists, that's crazy. And they basically drove them out in 1892. Gosh, that was some years ago. The British Army basically relocated the local people who lived there in 1892, and the descendants of the clan, they still come here actually every year to visit their ancestral homes. I think that's quite cool. They come to pay homage to their past basically, because they were forced out from where they came from, and we're on the grounds of where they came from. See the prices, and it tells you for non-Ghanaians and Ghanaian people. Non-Ghanaians, you pay 50 cedis for an adult, and if you're a Ghanaian, only 25 cedis. I'm not sure why there's a difference between.
It's not everywhere in Ghana.
Yeah, there is like that, and then there's also a vehicle fee as well. Got bird watching fee, and of course students, and so on and so forth. We've got camping as well. I forgot to mention, you can camp here. You can come with your own tent and camp on the grass somewhere. I think there's a site for it. And then you can also do some bicycle here. I'll go for a bicycle ride for my outdoorsy people.
Alright. So after breakfast that morning, we met up with our ranger again, who by the way slept in a nearby tent to us. We then embarked on a 2-hour excursion tour of the reserve, climbing rocks, exploring the local wildlife, and learning more about the Krobo people who lived here many years ago.
Is that meant to be funny? That's not funny. That's not funny.
So we are heading to another structure. So we're staying over in that tent over there. And apparently along this path, there is another structure. Well, a tent, that is, yes.
Oh my God, it's a lot.
It is so steep, my goodness. This is the biggest workout I have done since lockdown. No joke. I'm quite jealous because this view is actually majestic. It looks better than ours.
We thought we had the best.
Or maybe we're just being, you know, picky. We're just being picky, isn't it?
No.
And look at there, see that?
So this is the main entrance to the cave.
Okay.
So we are now going.
We're going inside.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, we're in what they call the back cave.
Back cave, yeah.
Back cave.
Sayo cave.
Inside cave in Shai Hills. My God. The sweat.
The Shai people use here at their palace.
As a palace.
And that's the chief seat.
That's where he used it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have just literally, where's the view, babe? We have climbed up the
The name is
Mogul Rock.
Depot Rock.
Depot Rock. Well, it's got 3 names. It's got Segmental, Mogul, or Depot. And this is the view. African Savannah. Absolutely beautiful up here. The climb up here was quite easy. Maybe a little tougher. This is the first rock we climbed so far, so it may get a lot worse than this. But we're gonna head to the next rock. But check out the African Savannah.
This is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the wildlife was a little hard to come by, but we did see some baboons, antelopes, and different species of birds. The reserve also keeps zebras and ostriches as part of their zoo animals. Somewhere over there. 2 hours later, we are back at the tent.
Yep.
I have never seen baboons or antelopes before, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, our guide, the tour guide, was very, very good. He had a lot of patience for us. Thank you, Desmond. If you ever see this, thank you. We actually tipped him 50 Ghana cedis. I hope that is actually enough for him. So one thing to actually know if you're ever going to come to Shai Hills is that, you know, it's not all about the tent. Yes, the tent is an experience, but also the tour the following day is quite intense.
And the history of Shai Hills.
And the history of Shai Hills, the history of the Krobo people is very, I mean, you know, you feel like after you've had this tour, you know a lot more than, you definitely go home with a lot more knowledge than you came with. That's for sure. If you're gonna do the tour too, just remember that it's intense. There's a lot of climbing, so don't come with, you know, don't come with your high heels, ladies, you know. And guys, come with your,
don't wear slippers.
Don't wear slippers. Come in your kambu.
Trainers.
If you know what kambu is, then you know what I mean. But yeah, come in your trainers. You're gonna be hiking up hills and whatnot.
We go on like 2 mountains, or is it rocks?
2 rocks. I guess,
hills, I don't know what's up with them.
They're rocks. Yeah. I mean,
they're quite intense to climb.
Very intense, but when you get up there, the view is immense.
Worth it.
It's worth it. Every single.
We've never done anything like that before.
I've like, this is probably the hardest I've ever sort of done any sort of physical activity.
If you're an outdoor person and you hike, this is like more for those type of people.
Up your alleyway. Definitely.
And if you haven't done anything like that before, it's quite an experience.
Yeah.
You either like it or you hate it, because it's very intense. It's like basically going to the gym for the first time.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're gonna feel it tomorrow, basically.
Huh?
We're gonna feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
We're gonna feel it tomorrow.